Thursday.
We're online.
We are live.
Let's hit refresh.
Okay, refresh. You think I know how to know this word, right? For people watching. Okay.
Norma's here.
Norma's here. Oh, see, that's the thing. I have the delay, so you'll see first. Hey, Norma. Happy Thursday. Can you believe it's almost Friday? Beautiful Friday. How are you? All right, we're just waiting for some others to join the live. Stuff is going off. That's my mama. Okay. So, hey, what's up? What's up? Okay.
We are live in the live.
We are live in the world of YouTube. See, the thing is, I have my delay, but let's just announce the topic, hot topic for today. Are you dating the representative? That is the question. It's me in the house. How are you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for joining.
Welcome to another hot topic.
Hot topic. Okay, we have others jumping on the live. We're gonna start very soon. Guys, just let that topic marinate for a little bit. Are you dating the representative? That's a hot one, guys. And I think we all can relate. Our co-host is late again. Thank you, co-host. We love you. It's me. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Okay, we have others jumping on the live. Beautiful. Guys, if you haven't thumbs up this live, do so. Network, get to know each other. We're a family here and all are welcome. Okay, you think we should start or should we give it like a minute more?
Start up.
Let's start. So first, let me ask you, how was your day? Let's start there.
Day was good. You know, it went by fast.
You went fast, right? Mine was good also. No complaints. I'm very grateful to be here. Ready for the topic? Okay. Me too. 6 people in the chat. That's how I like it. Guys, 7, it's growing. If you haven't thumbs up, please do so. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Get to know each other because we're a growing community. And our chats are relationship based. And all inputs are welcome. If you guys don't agree with us, please feel free to say, I disagree. And tell us why, because we can learn something from you guys. Kevin's in the house. It's me in the house. Norma's in the house. There's others in the house, but they just haven't said hi yet, so we don't know who they are. But, guys, we're happy you're here again. Happy Thursday. It's almost Friday. Can you guys believe that? All right, let's start. Euclin's in the house. I'm glad that you're here, Euclid. All right, let's get started. I think we have enough to get started. The question we're posing today is, are you dating the representative? It makes you say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who am I dating? All right, let's start with Yes, we are all dating the representative. Sometimes Norma says, we didn't even start yet, but Norma says, yes, we all have dated the representative sometimes in our relationship. At some point, we all dated the representative. And is it fair to say at some point we've been the representative? Do they know the true Kern? Do they know the true Zane? Or are we... Rohan's in the house.
Hello, Rohan.
Rohan should be on the panel, but he's late again. Rohan's in the house. Rohan's in the house. How you doing, Ro Dizzy? That is true. The Real Breeze TV is in the house. Glad that you're here. I'm happy Thursday to you. Guys, network in the stream, get to know each other. We're a growing family. YouTube has created a platform that we get to meet friends, real friends here. All right, let's get started now. So, just so that everybody knows the topic, we'll say it one more time and then we'll dive right in. Are you dating the representative? And is there a time frame when the true person should emerge? If I'm dating the representative for 10 years, is that too long? I need to know the real person. Okay, let's get started. What do you think? Is it fair to say that everyone at the initial dating stage has just shows their representative?
Of course, they want to show the best side of them to the other person. You know, to show, oh yes, oh yeah, he's good. I like him.
Right, right. You
Oh,
show
I like
that
her.
you show that you're very maybe quiet. You can't scream. You don't get upset.
You're not a greedy person.
I'm not greedy. I'm very conservative
I only want a
at
salad.
first. I'll take a salad. That's all. Your belly is turning, and you're like, oh no, just a salad, please, and water. Right? But
Audio.
in fact,
Can you guys hear us?
Oh, audio. Oh, sorry, guys.
Are you guys hearing us? Let us know.
Is the audio on? Audio. They keep saying audio. Can you hear us?
Silent.
Silent. Okay, we'll fix that. We're working on that. Why is there no sound on? Ooh, that's why.
What?
Maybe it got flipped.
Flip? No.
Can they hear us now?
I don't know.
Silent.
It says silent.
Yeah, everyone is saying it's silent.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I got you back.
I am hearing. Oh, you're hearing?
Oh, you guys can hear us now? Okay, they're hearing now.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. We truly apologize. Technical difficulties.
Microphone. Okay. Now, okay. See.
Okay, they could hear us now. Much better, much better. First, let us apologize. Guys, we're there rambling and talking, guys. We're thinking you guys are hearing us, but Kern-Zane is already. Okay, Zane is ready, but Kern is soft. Okay,
Good audio.
He's gonna get in, guys. Audio good now. Thank you guys for letting us know. Okay, let's start over. Happy Thursday, guys. And our topic is, are you dating the representative or are you dating the true person? And is there a time frame? Also, have you guys been the representative? You go on a date with somebody, you're not giving them the true you, right? Because you're trying to impress them. So if you're a normally a loud person, you're going to try to tone it down a little bit. If something usually frustrates you, you're going to brush it off this time, right? If you are like a person that likes to eat, you go on that date, you're going to be a little bit more conservative. I'll take a salad, please. Salad and water will work. But when is it too long for you to only show your representative and not the true you? So we're going to start with you, right? And we could speak about our relationship.
Okay.
when we started dating, did I just show you a representative?
Yes, I believe so.
You believe so, right? And we're gonna give tell our viewers when the true me came out. So you remember I had asked you in the relationship, I think we were a couple of months in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I asked you, would you fart around me?
I believe, yeah.
And you said, oh yeah. And then you went, poop, right away. For me, that was the green light.
That was the worst thing I ever did, guys. Don't ever do that.
That was the green light, guys. I felt so comfortable. I was like, ooh, do you know how long I've been holding this thing in, guys? It's been months. You're around him, and ooh, you don't want to scare him off, so you're not going to really let that go, right? You're holding it in. The moment he told me yes, and he did it, I was comfortable enough, guys. And I went like up and away. Let it go. The traveling Shintoist is in the house. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Guys, if you haven't thumbs up our live, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Okay, so it is said that within the first 3 months of a relationship, the real candidate should come out. It should no longer be the representative, right? Because they're saying the first month is when you are seeing if this person is dating material. So you're not disclosing the true you. You're not unveiling the true you, guys. And let me know if you do agree. Within the second month, we're going to run through it and then we're going to go in details. They're saying within this, so let me get more detail. So they say within the first month, you're seeing if there's physical attraction. You're seeing if there's chemistry, compatibility, or if this is worth dating. If the guy is worth dating or the girl is worth dating, right? Within the second month, it's the romantic stage. You can't have enough of that person. Then the third month is when the true person typically comes out. I want you guys to tell me if you do agree. You don't usually see a person at their worst before that 3-month mark. Let's see what Norma says. Okay, so Norma says, we do not have time to show the real us, right? Right away, basically. So it is over time that the true us will come out, will emerge. And it's usually when you become comfortable with someone that you see them for who they are. So let's use an example. Guy meets girl, girl meets guy, right? They're dating for a while. She thinks, or she believes that he loves her. And then she realized he's not attracted to the opposite sex. He has not disclosed that in the relationship. She's finding that out later. So he has only given her or shown her his representative. So the traveling Shintoist says this not only applies to relationship, but I guess it could apply to a romantic relationship, I'm assuming he's referring to. But even like in friendship, sometimes it'll take time for the goofy side of him to come out because he's shy and an introvert. So is it fair to say that then we fake it at first? Or that's a little bit too extreme? When you meet someone and you don't show them that, okay, I'm not the most organized person. When they're coming over your house, you make sure everything is spotless. All the shelves, all the cans on the shelves are aligned. The names are facing the front. But that's not who you are. Are you faking it?
Right.
So Kevin says, me, I just don't care. So are you saying, Kevin, when you meet someone, you are always authentic? You show the complete you? That's true, traveling Shintoist. So it's not that we're being fake. It's just that sometimes it takes time for us, our authentic self, to come out. But is it? I don't know if we show our true self at first in anything that we do.
No.
It's like you test the waters.
Yeah, you have to, you can't come out true colors right away. Because it might scare someone off, or you might say the wrong thing and they be offended.
Okay, so It's Me says it takes time for different individuals. So it's not one shirt fit all. It's not a one size fit all. Everybody is different. Some people will unveil themselves faster than others. But then does it become an issue in a relationship? If you take a while to unveil yourself, the person fell in love with maybe your representative, but they're not going to be in love with the real candidate. Isn't that going to be a problem? The C Circle is in the house. Thank you for coming. And I'm grateful that you made it back. Thank you. Angie's in the house. Angie's in the house. Thank you, Ange, for being here. Yes, that is a huge problem. Angie says it takes time for you to show yourself. You know, this is the thing is, remember when we talked about yesterday, a lady created a checklist for what a wife duty is versus a girlfriend duty. But when you enter a relationship, it's not like you have a checklist laid out. As situation comes up, then the certain part of you will come out. Because in truth and in fact, you don't even know yourself completely until certain situation brings out certain parts in you, right?
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, that wouldn't bother me. Because you're not in the situation. Because you're not under pressure for that part of you to come out. A story was told. Always being the true you, it's me. Alam is, how are you? Thank you for being here. Guys, don't forget that you're allowed to network, get to know each other. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? And don't forget to thumbs up our video. Okay, so the traveling Shinto will say, when you see someone, you automatically start judging them by what you see, right? If you see someone that is appealing to you, you might believe that, okay, that might be a potential mate. Right away,
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Of course.
Because first, when you're choosing somebody, typically you don't choose by personality at first. It's by physical attraction. Am I attracted to this person? And this person will not come with a list and say, here is my resume, here is all the things I like, here are all the things I dislike. It is over time that you see them for who they are. So, okay, let's go back to you fall for the representative and not the candidate. Because you're showing me that you're caring. You're showing me that you're kind, that you're understanding, that you're loving, that you are a protector. But that was just your representative. And sometimes people get married to the representative and not the candidate. So we have to get to a point before we make that huge step in a relationship where we can differentiate between the representative and the candidate. It's like a broken woman meets a guy and he says, I will not hurt you like your ex did. The things he did to you, I will not do it to you, because he wanted in. The moment he gets in, then he's saying, hi, I am this. The guy you saw was just a representative. He wasn't me. The same pain that that ex caused you, that new one is causing you the same thing. But the representative told you a different story. So you bought the story of the representative and not that of the candidate. Relationships can fail. Marriages can fall apart when the representative is all we know. A lady told a story that she found out that her husband was not faithful to her. He pulled up to her house with the girl, and she told herself, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be very classy. I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to let it drive me crazy. When she went out there, that was out the window. She got real ghetto on him and the girl. So, she didn't even know herself, right? Because she assumed that she would have kept it classy. She told herself that. But when the situation really presented itself and she was face to face with it, somebody else came out. So that person that came out, is that the true her? Or is that a representative of her? How do you know the true you?
Yeah, the person, yeah, exactly. You really don't know.
Because we're still getting to know each other. You're still getting to know you. We enter a relationship hoping that we know somebody completely when we don't even know ourselves. I met this girl, and when she told me, she said, when I meet a guy and he comes to my house, I'm not doing any cleaning. I'm not doing any cleaning. Because I want to ask him, is he coming to see me? Or is he coming to see my place?
Both. I come to see the place and see if you're a clean person or not.
But she's saying, I want to be my authentic self.
So
I am not a super clean person. So when you coming over, I'm not going to fake it and pretend that, oh, when you come over, everything is squeaky clean. I want you to see me.
I'm definitely going to your house.
Okay. Then, is there an issue with this? Okay. So then, I spoke to someone else and they say, you know when the true you comes out, when you meet a guy and you can start taking off your makeup. You can let him smell your breath, not at its freshest in the morning. When you have no problem to remove that wig and your hair is not done underneath. That's when you start feeling comfortable in a relationship. That's when the true you start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, let us know if you agree with what we've said so far. The true you comes out in a relationship, or the candidate comes out in a relationship once you start getting comfortable. I'm having a delay on mine. Okay. Okay, so Norma, what is your thoughts on that? The C circle. Let us know what you're thinking. When we start dating a person, is it usually the case that we meet their representative? And when we meet their representative, is it fair to say that they are faking it with us? So the traveling Shintoist says the true him comes out the more comfortable he gets. So the traveling Shintoist, is it okay to say until the true you comes out, you fake it?
You know, I don't think he's saying he's faking it, but...
No, because then if that is the case, then we all have faked it. You
No, I think you're trying to be on your best behavior, not really showing your full colors.
but is that faking?
You're not faking. It's just like you're not you're not you're not giving yourself out like that yet.
So Norma says I agree once you take off your. So she's saying once you take off the additives, once you take off the makeup, once you could take your hair out, once he could see you or she could see you not at your best, that's when the true candidate starts emerging. She said it's a fake. So Traveling Shintua says it's not that it is fake, it's that he's more guarded.
Yeah. You have your guards up. You're not.
So it's just not that you're not disclosing all at once.
Yeah.
But it's not that you're being a different person.
No, because you have barriers up there, so you can protect yourself, in a sense.
So Kevin says my reputation precedes me. My wife knows. Before you started dating, she knew the real you? Wow. I could say that before, when I was the initial part of dating, I kept some back. I didn't want you to see everything. And I felt like we weren't at the stage for you to manage everything. You understand? It's like a kid. There's a certain stage that you allow him to have certain things. You're not going to give your son 8 or 10 a car because he can't handle it at that point. Right? If you're in a relationship and say you're dealing with family issues and family drama, sometimes it is not okay to disclose that on the first date with somebody.
Yeah.
Because you have not developed or built enough foundation for it to handle that capacity, for it to handle that weight. So sometimes it's okay to hold back. Sometimes it's okay to unveil certain things a little bit at a time. Over time, you will see the true me. It's not that I'm faking it. I don't need to tell you that, oh, our family is going through this on our first day.
No.
I don't need to disclose that, okay, I didn't do well in school, you know, or I have a lot of financial issues. Why do I need to disclose this on the first date? They said on the first date, where's my phone? I'm sorry. Okay, the stages of the first date. Within the first month, they're saying it's physical attraction. You're determining whether there's physical attraction, chemistry, commonality, and if the person is worth dating. So Norma says, once you're not showing it all, basically we are faking it. And she says we fake it until we develop trust. So Norma, if we're not disclosing all at once, that means we're faking it. So Kevin's wife was warned before they got married, right? Again, during the dating, before they start dating, that he was not her style. They weren't a complete match, but they've been together for many years. So I guess it wasn't all that bad.
Commission's online.
She fell in love with you, the good side and the bad side. The Traveling Shintoist, I agree. Kamisha is in the house. Kamisha is in the house. How are you doing? Okay. So let's go back to the question that I asked. So we meet these representatives month 1, month 2, month 3. The problem is when that representative carries on beyond a certain phase.
Exactly.
You cannot be with the representative in marriage.
Yeah.
And that's why I told the story about a man. I'm not sure if there was audio when I told the story. A man got married to a woman. He said to her, I love you, but I want to have my own room. She said, okay, I don't completely understand why, since we are married, but okay. She found out later that he did that because he's not attracted to the opposite sex. He's attracted to the same sex. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. But the fact that you did not disclose that to her, she met your representative in the marriage because she thought you was attracted to the opposite sex. So that is when it becomes an issue. When you enter marriage and the person is still with your representative, they're not with the candidate. She fell in love with your representative and you play this game for so long and caught her by surprise. So Norma says, one does not need to disclose all, but if you are not your true self, it is faking. So Norma, can you be your true self and keep certain things to yourself? Kamisha says, I'm great. And basically she's saying, basically hi to us. Also, when you date the representative and kids get involved, sometimes the kids don't even know the real dad because you're only seeing his representative. I think it's time that within a certain stage in the relationship, because all of us put out our best foot forward when we start dating someone in order not to scare them away. Yeah. But it has to come to a point where you'll be like, okay, this is me. You need to start falling in love with me.
Kamisha said she knew the real Kendall from the day one. He's up front.
That is rare. Kamisha, that is rare. I'm telling you the truth. For you to meet somebody who is completely upfront at first, that means there's no facade. I think that is a blessing.
Basically said, this is real me. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Yeah. So Kamisha, and I'm asking the ladies in the chat.
You have something on the stove?
Yeah, thank you. I'm asking the ladies in the chat. When you meet a guy, and a lot of ladies in this chat is married or dating, do you let the guy see the true you? Because stuff that usually anger you, don't anger you initially. True. The true you takes years to unveil. Do you feel like you're seeing the true me now? We've been together for so long.
I know you more than anything. I know your modes, everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I know all your little gestures and
you could you know what
what's wrong, what did I do?
Mm-hmm. yeah. And I could say that it's the same with you. Mm-hmm. Over time. It does take years. It's not a one-day thing. It's not, oh, you meet someone right away and you see them for who they are. And the thing is that you haven't been tested. Mm-hmm. You date somebody 1 month, 2 months, your relationship haven't been tested. You haven't been through anything to see how the person would react given certain situation. But now that we've been together for so long, you have an idea of what I am likely to do,
Yep.
and what I wouldn't do, what I will tolerate and what I won't. We're still waiting for our co-host, guys. He is still on his way.
He's missing in action.
He's missing in action. But guys, be patient with him. Okay, let's read the next stage. Back to the next stage. Okay, so we read month 1. Month 2, we said, is the romantic stage. You can't have enough of that person. You don't mind if they call you 50 times a day. You want to spend each minute with each minute together. There's a lot of infatuation. That is the fun time. Stage month 2 in the relationship is fun time. And they say now then at month 3, that's when things start coming to the surface. Because within the first 3 months, people start getting comfortable. They're seeing Live of Key. Hi, how are you? Welcome to our live. Thank you so much for being here. So Kamisha says she agrees that it takes time for certain things to come out, right? But you should not pretend. So basically when certain things start unveiling itself, it should be manageable. It shouldn't be a complete shocker and shouldn't be a complete surprise. So there's certain conversation that need to happen early on in the stage of dating. And everybody need to be clear cut. What is the intention of dating? Am I just dating to have fun? Or am I dating with the expectation of building something long term? So Life with Key would like to network, guys. You are able to network in the stream. If you haven't thumbs up our video, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? David, hi, welcome to our chat. Thank you so much for being here. So this is what David says. I usually set rules for seeing someone like 3 or 4 days a week, but I need my time and they need their time. So David, in that second month of dating, that's when a lot of time is spent together. That first stage, you're deciding, that first month you're deciding, do I want to really date this person or not? But the third month is when you see the person for who they are and you decide whether you want to pursue a relationship with them. Now I'm asking the question. But is that a case-by-case basis, the traveling Shintoist and David? You say you don't want to, they have to be a time where the person have their time and you have your time because you want to smother the person. But what if you have two people that just don't want to be apart for a second during that phase? Is there something wrong with that? And do you feel like, oh, if they do that too often, they'll get burned out? So then the question follows. You meet the representative, the third month pass. You're in the third month, you started dating. On the fourth month, you don't like who you're seeing when you see the candidate. How do you break it off? What do you recommend? If I see the candidate on the fourth month and I realize this is not something I want to continue, how do you break that off?
It's hard. I don't know. If you're dating somebody and you feel like they're still not showing the real you.
No, you get to see the real you then.
Oh, you saw the real you.
And you don't like the real you because you fell in love with the representative, but you're not in love with the candidate. How do you tell that person in the fourth month that this is not what I fell in love with?
Yeah. I think you just have to be honest.
So how would you do it though? So David says he's old school, so he don't want to be around someone all the time. And Traveling Shinto says, I guess if they're like-minded, then spending a lot of time together might work. And Norma says, if you need to end that relationship, you just need to be honest and move on. But how? Because we have people that are facing that situation, but they don't know how. You know, like now people break up on text. Other people call. Some people just ghost the person, block them and never show up. How do you end? Because that is still an early stage in the relationship. 4 months is not working. How do I end it? I see the candidate. I am not interested in that. I was in love with the representative, but that is only short-lived. How do I end it? Thank you, Traveling Shintoist, for being here. Go enjoy your meal. So Kevin is straightforward. Oh, wow. He said, simply say, it ain't working.
Yeah, you gotta be upfront.
So what about if it's a person who is sensitive like myself?
don't call you, and then you'll get your grip.
Let me tell you, there was a guy who was dating this girl. And he was, Tara, hi, welcome to our live. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. You're welcome to network in the stream, get to know each other. The Traveling Shintoist, he's stepping up, but he has an amazing channel. So you could check him out. So there was a guy who was dating a girl. He saw her representative. He wasn't in love with her, the candidate. She's a very sensitive person, so he was battling with how to break it off with her. She's very, very sensitive. He said he stayed with her because she's, you know, she goes through depression. And he doesn't want to exacerbate her depression.
Yeah, but he's in a relationship he doesn't want, so he's faking himself.
He is faking it because he cares about her.
Cares about her, but doesn't want to be in a relationship with her.
He doesn't want to be in a relationship with her, but he's
hard.
scared that if he break up with her, she might do something.
So he wants her to break
drastic.
She wants her to break up with him.
He don't mind. He don't mind. So he would do things so that she would break up with him. He don't want to break up with her because of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you hear what David says? He says, I usually tell them that it's not working. So he's being honest.
Yeah.
But he makes sure that they do not have sharp object in their hand.
And put them in their house, right, David? Not in your house, David, in their house. If they break something, you just walk right out.
If anything, he could run. So, Ian, you're saying that's to hurt her? Wait, he's trying to save her. He's trying to... You see, the thing is that he's in a very sensitive situation. she goes through depression. He's not in love with her, the candidate. He fell in love with the representative, but he is not sure how to break up with her because he doesn't want her to plunge into depression. G-Star, welcome to our live. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Happy Friday to you. Maria, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Maria is in the house.
Maria.
So let's get everyone up to what we're saying. Our topic today is, are you dating the representative or are you dating the candidate? So Tara, what are you saying? You're saying that unfortunately her issue is not his problem, but how does he break up with a person who is at a sensitive point in their lives? So Norma says, when a person is going through depression, it is a sensitive case. So you have to handle this very cautiously and very carefully. And Kevin agrees with Tara. Oh, so Kevin is saying, Tara, you're right. Unfortunately, that's her issue, and he shouldn't have to carry the burden of that. If he's not happy in that relationship, he should not be caged or imprisoned to stay. He should have the freedom to go if he wants to. But if something happens, then he will have that on his conscience for a very long time. And Tara says, guess what? We can't fix everyone. They have to want to change. Let her down easily. He needs to be happy. That's what Tara is saying. That's not his burden to carry. So basically, from what I am seeing in the chat is, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're not in love with the candidate, it is okay to let them know. So Angie says, I'm married to the...
Farts.
So Angie says, I'm marrying the first man that takes me out, farts loud on the first date, because he's real. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't do it in the first month or two. It wasn't until he told me it was okay to fart, and he farted.
Never
After that, whoo.
Never do it.
It was going to go down, and it did go down.
It was set up.
That was a setup. That question was a setup for you, right? So Norma says, we cannot tell him basically how to address that problem because we don't know the person. We don't know how sensitive the case is. But I guess we have to think about ourselves. Angie says fart. So that, if a man wants to win Angie's heart, he needs to fart on the first date. If a man farted on the first date with me, that might be a turn. I don't know. I think that would be a turn. If I farted on the first date with you, would you be turned off?
Yeah. I think it might be like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's by accident.
Yeah. Oh, Angie. Kevin said he's married, so. David, Angie think you're a keeper. Kirkshaw, hi, welcome to our live. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see the chat's moving. Love for you. Once we're finished with the live, definitely we'll get you back, Tara. Oh, so Norma's saying we can't only think about ourselves. So you want to just exit the relationship? You can't just exit it. You have to also consider other people's feeling. So the girl, given her situation, you can't. Maybe when you're breaking up with her, maybe someone else has to be. What do you recommend? That somebody else is around her at that point?
Yeah.
Maybe you contact her
sister,
her sister or someone before
friend.
you. Yeah. No. Yeah. I agree. I completely agree. So Tara say, if you don't fart, right? Around he grew up around all boys. So if you don't fart, then you're not normal. Thank you, Kern-N-Zane. Definitely, definitely. So Kevin is asking the question, so how do you do it? How do you break up with someone who is at a sensitive point in their lives?
It's hard.
That is hard. That is hard.
If they're really vulnerable, because if you break up with them, they might kill themselves, and you have to put up on yourself. Like, wow.
Oh, so that means I'm trapped.
They trapped, pretty much. You gotta do so. You gotta do something for them.
So you want them to be the one that breaks up with you. So you will be. No. Whoa.
You gotta do something bad, or you cheat on them, and they like found out.
No, if you can't cheat on them. That wouldn't be the. No, you can't cheat on them.
Yeah, but that way, it's like they'll be angry at you.
No, but you cheat. No, I don't think cheating on them is the way to do it. That one is a very, very, very crazy. I wouldn't recommend that you cheat. Mubatube, hi, welcome to our live. Thank you so much for being here. If you don't fart, you're not normal. So, okay, this is what Kevin suggests. Bring her to therapy for and pay for 5 sessions. And after that, bounce. So he's saying, I did my part. I am not going to stay trapped.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, pay for some sessions for her.
Pay for some therapy sessions and like, all right, I'm going to go right now.
Yeah. Purple, thank you so much for being here. How are you? Purple Planner. So Norma says you're not trapped. You just have to do it in a nice, kind way. Woo! So Kirkshaw says, I'm in a relationship now, right? And my partner knows that I have so many suitors around. So what does that mean? They gotta hold on to you tightly, or else? Oh! Did you read what David said?
Please.
Oh my goodness. You see, a lot of people are, mental illness is a serious situation, David. He said after a few months, so a few months ago, the neighbor across the street from me basically told her husband that she no longer wants to be married to him, right? Mm-hmm. He went in the front yard and shot himself.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. That one is serious. Because we're no expert on these topics, but these are topics that affects a lot of people and everyday people. Some people, their marriage and their relationship is their entire life. You know, they They've committed so much to it, and when it fails, they feel like there's no need to go any further. And that's the reason why we talked about that topic. How does he break up with her knowing that she has issues dealing with? It is not so easy as, oh, just walk out and leave. Because sometimes that has ramifications. That one is a serious one. David, thank you so much for sharing that story. Because now it gets us thinking. How do I end a relationship with someone who maybe isn't ready to end it? So Kamisha says, so what if it's after you get married? What then? So Kamisha, just to clarify what you're saying, what if you get married to someone, right? And then you're seeing the candidate. What do you do then? Is that your question? Yeah, you clean that story, wow. But that is real. That is thing that affects people on a regular, on an everyday basis. Sometimes we don't see it because we're into our own little communities. But these are real issues that affects people. How do you end a relationship when you see the candidate and you're no longer in love with the candidate, but the candidate does not want to let you go? So correction, your partner is jealous. And you see, these are things that can cause other issues. And that's why I'm saying, for me, I'm very sensitive. So how would you break up with someone who is sensitive? You can't just go out and text them and be like, this not working, bye, you know, or I'm moving on, or, and you know, one of the good thing, one of the excuse they use, oh, it's not you, it's me. That's cliche, that's played out. Come with something better than that. Oh, it's not you, it's me. Come on. Okay, so Norma tells the story. So she's at work with her boss, right? They're the only two people there. She farted. And I guess the boss walked into it and was surprised by it. And she said, oh, that was me. And he said, of course it had to be you. It's only two of us here. And they built a good relationship after. So sometimes fart will bring people together. Ooh. Oh, guys, is it okay to say we could try that? If you are trying to build friendship, fart and see where it takes you. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Euclid says I have to have police get involved in a breakup. Yeah, exactly, because that is how breakup could end really, really bad. Really, really bad. Because when you find that I am not in love with the candidate, I'm in love with the representative, but that candidate still wants you and don't want out, how do you get out? Sometimes the cops have to get involved for safety reasons. And some people decide I'm not getting out. It's like I am in this forever.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that can be so crazy. So David said, if you want them out, if you want the person out, Start leaving the toilet seat up. And if they fall in it enough, they'll get frustrated and they leave. So so when they leave on their term, it's better.
Right.
Than you the one that tell them to leave.
So you do the opposite of what they like. Maybe they'll leave.
Yeah, but you can't be. You have to be careful. Still, that's still a fine line. You can't cheat.
No, don't cheat.
Because they're still sensitive.
Like,
so maybe David
dirty,
is right.
Be dirty.
If they're clean.
If they're clean,
if
be
they're
dirty.
super clean, be dirty. So when they break up, they'll think, okay, I broke up with you. You didn't break up with
I'll
me.
be more demanding. Can you do this for me? And
yeah.
So I can't be with him. Oh God, he wants everything.
So come in. Oh yeah, but okay. Have you have you ever had a story, right, about seeing the candidate no longer want to be with them, but found it hard to break up with them for whatever reason? Have you ever experienced that?
I experienced that once. I didn't want to hurt their feelings, and it was hard for me to break up with anybody at that time.
So how did you handle that?
I think after a while we kind of let's see her less.
Oh, so you slowly pull yourself away.
Just pull myself away slowly.
Yeah.
And then eventually I guess she caught the hint, and then she, we just went our separate way.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see my story. So I remember when I was in college. Early when I just started college, I liked this guy. He came up to me first, and that was like first boyfriend, and I was so like caught up in him. It was like, your first boyfriend, you think, okay, this is the guy I'm gonna get married to, it's gonna be perfect. Then you started seeing the true him. And how that relationship work is that 1 minute, and I don't know if anybody could relate, 1 minute he wanted you, the next minute he didn't. Maybe I'm an isolated case. So 1 minute he wanted to break up with you, right? And when you had the strength to leave, he wanted to reel you back in. Right? You came back in, over time he wanted to break up again. You got the strength that, okay, I can let him go, then he reeled you back in. You wasn't in love with I wasn't in love with the candidate anymore. Or I wasn't in love with the candidate, I was in love with the representative. But it was hard to just break off. But when you found the strength to leave, they would reel you back in.
Yeah.
Reel you back in. Until you got to the point where you'd be like, now more, no more. And then you eventually left. Wait, I'm done. Did you hear what David says? Guys, check out what David said. David is hilarious.
Gonna be in jail for the next 5 years.
Wait, normal that boy was a player. Exactly. When he wanted his freedom, he'll break up with you, and then when things didn't work out, he'll reel you back in. It was like a yo-yo game, back and forth.
Kevin, how do you
No.
back a crackhead?
Wait, but no, we gotta read what David says, guys. We gotta get back to what David says. So David says, if you want to break up with them, tell them that you're going to jail for life. I'm so sorry. David says, tell them that you're going to jail for 5 years. But David, if that person's crazy, they're going to want to visit you in jail. They're not going to want to let you go. That one might be super crazy.
That's true. It's like, I'm not going to let you go. I'm with you to the end.
I'm going to jail with you, boo-boo. You're not going nowhere without me.
She's going to be visiting you every weekend.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wait, so Kevin is asking you, Clint and Kamisha, who are you talking about? So Kevin wants the name. Kevin wants the name, you Clint. Oh my God. Maria. going to jail. That is the way to get out of a relationship. Oh my God. Oh, Ian says she not taking off her wig. So guess what? You're not going to see the real, I guess you're not going to see the candidate. If that's what it takes, you're not going to see it.
So Angie never taking off her wig.
I'm not showing you my underneath my wig. I'm sorry. Wait, so Kamisha says he knows who you're talking about? He don't. No, don't put the name up. Don't. Kamisha wants hint, hint, hint.
But no.
Wait, this thing is getting crazy. Wait, oh my God. So, David, Norma said that might work against you when you tell the person you're going to jail for 5 years because that person want to visit you every day in jail. Oh, my God. So, okay, you're from Ethiopia. I'm from Jamaica. Let them know where you're from.
I'm from Trinidad.
Trinidad and Tobago. This is hilarious though. So, okay, but guys, we still need some more input. How do you get out of a relationship when you are seeing the person, the candidate, but you're not in love with the candidate? David made a suggestion. Tell the person you're going to jail for 5 years. You're saying just slowly pull yourself away. Norma, what is your suggestion? Life with Key, what is your suggestion when you need to end a relationship with a person and the person is sensitive? How do you do it without causing too much damage or irreversible damage? Oh my goodness! No, I can't with David. David. Norma, David said it's okay that they visit.
You ain't there. So they're gonna visit like, David's on the list.
Oh my God!
Okay, we don't have
Wait, they'll visit in jail asking for David. And they won't find a David. They might find a David, but not her David. It's gonna be a different David. So Kamisha's suggestion is to move to another state. But Kamisha, you're not thinking about how that person will react to you moving. We want to also consider the person's feelings. No, Norma, we can't tell the person that they're sensitive. We're talking about a person who is sensitive. You can't tell them, oh, no, you're not my cup of tea. You can't use that. Oh. That is going to cause too much heartache. You can't do that. You got to try something else. You're not my cup of tea will not work. I promise you. Not if the person is sensitive. And I told you, the story is the girl, she suffered through depression, and he wants to get out. So he was seeking counsel from his friend about what they suggest.
Ask Kevin, how do you break up?
Kevin, you're straightforward. How do you break up with someone who is sensitive?
I would text and change my number.
Oh, my thing is delayed, so I don't see that. I didn't see that one. Oh, it just came in. So Kamisha says if you're pretending to be someone you're not, you're just straight up deceiving your partner.
Give them a
Donovan
Coca-Cola
Green, hi.
segment.
Thank you for being here. Well,
going on?
welcome to our live.
Give them a Coca-Cola.
So wait, Donovan, you just say straight up to their face, "Oh, this is not working." But I'm telling you, the person suffers from depression. Yeah, so Norma says the sensitive people, if you're that sensitive, if you're going through something, then maybe you have to seek medical advice. You tell them to their face. I think that is the best way to do it, but you have to choose your words very carefully. Very carefully. It is too sensitive to be harsh or too blunt.
My mom said I can't see. My mom said I can't see you anymore.
David. David said to tell them that my mom said I can't see you anymore.
Did that ever happen to you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yes, that happened to me. No, I'm serious. My mother, I'm being honest. My mom told me to tell a guy that I can't see him anymore, and I did. Oh my God. No, Carrie, oh my God. Oh my, okay. So Kevin says depression or not, if you're not happy, you're not happy. I guess you just have to be completely honest. Kamisha, Kamisha and Eucling are something else. Kamisha sent to Eucling. That did not work in his case. So David said it worked when he was 12. But David, the truth is I wasn't 12. I think I was, 18? When my mom told me to tell a guy that I can't see him anymore. She might want to kill David's mother. Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. It's a serious thing. It's a very serious topic.
Tell him you lost your job.
Wait,
and
I
you need them
actually
to
have
pay
a
the
guy
bills.
tell me how he will kill me if I leave. Wait, so did you hear Euclid? Euclid, let me tell you, I think that is very common. That is very common. Euclid says a guy told her that if she leaves, he will kill her. That is serious. That is serious. And some people don't mean it, but others do. So you can't take that very lightly. Oh my goodness. So guys, did you read what Angie says? Angie says, if you're with a man basically and you want him to leave and he's sensitive, tell him you lost your job and he needs to pay bills. That will get him out.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And tell him he gotta pay bills.
Okay.
He don't want to be here no more. Oh my God. Wow. Kamisha, do you see the extreme that they will go? Kamisha says one guy told her
cancer.
that he has cancer. That man is dangerous.
What about the women who say I'm pregnant and not really pregnant?
Oh.
What about that one?
Yeah, that one is crazy. But for you to call cancer is no joke. That is a serious ailment that a lot of people suffer with. So that's no joke. So for you to call cancer on yourself, you're sick. Kamisha, that's a sick man. And Kamisha said he's alive. He's still alive.
He's still alive. He's still kicking.
That's a sick man.
He's in remission.
No, the cancer is in remission. No, that's a sick man for doing that. Seriously. No, he's sick. David! David, they're gonna think you're mentally disturbed when you go to the person and tell them, my dog told me. So wait, you're right, cause that will get them to leave. That will definitely get them to leave, David.
You crazy.
No. So that's how way you want out. That's how you get out.
They might be even crazier than you, so.
Right? Like, let me talk to your dog.
Yeah. Let me talk to your dog.
Let me go talk to your dog.
They'll do something to the dog. Don't worry, the dog is no longer in the picture.
No, let me see your dog. I want to have a conversation. Exactly. Norma is saying to you, Kling, when you have a person that make that statement like I have cancer, or to Kamisha and Euclid, when a person says I have cancer or you cannot leave, when you know and it's a lie, what they're basically saying is if I can't have you, nobody else will. So Kamisha says, we call him liar. So Kamisha says, my fish drowned. That's a way to get out. Kamisha says to tell him that your fish drowned, so you're not right. You're not right in your head to get out. That is crazy though. That is crazy. But these are real situations. We laugh about it, but these are real situations.
Maria says one of her friends told her boyfriend, let's get married, and he left the other next day.
That's a way to get out. That's a way for him to leave. Oh, let's get married, or you gotta pay bills. No, but that is true about the bill. You know, when those guys you're with don't like to spend money or don't like to pay bills, tell them they need to pay bills, and that is the way out. Let me see the length of it. Yeah, the length that people go to get out of a relationship. Yeah. That is true. David said, I can't with David. David said, yeah, she didn't believe he was kidnapped. Oh my God. Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Yes, Maria, that is your Norma. Yes, it is. Definitely it is. Norma, Maria, I want to say hi to you. Okay. Let me tell a story about my personal experience. I remember I was dating, I don't know if it was dating. I went out on a date with a guy, right? And it was good. I think he took me to the movies, I think several times. Guys, never kissed, never hugged. No, I think we hugged, but never kissed. And on one of the dates, he wanted to, get a little touchy-feely. I wasn't feeling that. But I did like him. I'm just not I don't move fast, right? So what he did is he took me to work, and I was calling him, just to let him know that I really had fun and so forth. Never picked up. Guys, for weeks and weeks, never responded. And I think months later, he showed up at my job and said to me, oh, I want to explain. I was over that by that time. And I said, no, I don't think we need an explanation. Like, how are you explaining that months later? You know what I mean? You took me to the movie. I had a good time. I assume you had a good time. Maybe you wanted to touch your feeling, but I wasn't feeling that. And you ghosted me. He came, he explained to me that, oh, you know, he realized that I'm a really nice lady and he didn't want to hurt my feelings, but he wanted me to know that he was already in another relationship. I'm not sure what he was expecting, but I gave him the authentic me. He didn't like it, and his way out was to ghost me. Maybe he was being truthful that he did have a relationship. But at the end of that, he wanted to try to build a relationship. How do you build a relationship with a person like that? You ghosted me. I'm not sure if you was in love with the candidate. You had an idea of what you wanted the candidate to be, but that wasn't the candidate. And that was his way out in my situation. Ghosted. And then, whenever he finished doing what he was doing months later, I was his plan B. I wish I was. I wish I would. I wish I would. Nope. I'm not going to be nobody plan B. Have I ever done that if I wanted out? Usually, at this stage in the game, I let you know. At this stage, it's just real. It's not working. So Kamisha says, do like me and have a hockey stick in hand. Pow. Pow. Walker family, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We are having such a fantastic time in this live. Our topic today is, are you dating the representative or are you dating the candidate? And as we discussed, is that a lot of times we find the representative, and later, once the candidate come out, sometimes you're not in love with the candidate. You was in love with the person you thought they were. And when you're at that point, how do you end the relationship? You already invested 3 months, 4 months, you want to get out. But sometimes getting out of a relationship is not as clear-cut as we think it would be, right? Sometimes you can't just say to somebody, I'm out. Because people might be sensitive. Some people, and for some people, when you crush that ego, they want to come back at you. So sometimes getting out is not so easy. So what we were doing was getting some recommendations on how do you get out of a relationship when it's not so easy. So Walker family said, just say peace. Bye. I'm out. Sometimes it's not so easy. Sometimes because we've heard about stories that couples take, like one of the partner take drastic action because their partner told them they no longer want to continue the relationship. But you know what can be crazy? Both parties see the relationship stagnant and not going anywhere, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't want they don't want the person to leave. They rather have the person there than have the person go. And I can relate to it because it was the same thing when I told my story about that guy that he was in, he was out, he was in, he was out. You got to a point where you realize the relationship wasn't good. And when you come back in, it's not that anything has changed. The relationship is still not good.
Yeah.
But we have to get to the point where we let go of relationships that are toxic and unhealthy for us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, that's why it's a very sensitive situation, and that it is every relationship has to be handled separately and differently. You have to know who you are with, and sometimes we still don't know, because as we said, we are learning ourselves.
You can say how you get out of a relationship you never knew you was in.
Walker family.
No, you can say how you get out of a relationship if you never knew you was in.
How do you get out of a relationship when okay, it's like the person put you in that relationship.
Yeah, you just say hi to them and oh, you're my girlfriend now.
So you know what is very important, that we don't assume that we're in relationships. Because the person that is assuming that they're in a relationship is the person that's making the mistake. Not until until both parties clearly establish that we are in this relationship together. If they don't say that, don't assume. Don't assume. The person might take you out. You guys have a good and fantastic time. If it's not said openly that we're in a relationship, don't assume. But the question still exists. How do you get out of a relationship you don't know you're in? I claim you as my boyfriend. I claim you as my boyfriend. And you didn't sign up for that.
Exactly. Like, I think we were just friends, right?
But then you have to be careful how you hurt me.
You crazy. If you claim him as a boyfriend and you never tell him.
But people do that. People definitely do that.
You're crazy.
So Walker family said that's just silly of that person. Silly to assume that you're in a relationship when that wasn't clearly established.
Yeah, no, that person is crazy. Local.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
silly.
You're claiming the person.
They're out of their mind. That's the person you need to stay away from.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So
Someone said we finished and we were never together. I don't understand you. We're done. I say what? What do you mean we're done? I didn't know we were together.
No, but that is true though. We laugh about it. But these are real life situations. People put you in a relationship you don't know you're in with them. They're breaking up with you when you never signed up to be in a relationship. I would be sure to let them know you didn't want to be in a relationship. That's what Walker family says. All right, so let's start wrapping up. This was a beautiful live. Let's see. So they are couples. So Maria is saying
They live in the same house.
So they live in the same house.
But in different rooms.
But they live in they spend time in different rooms.
Cook their meals separately.
And pay bills together.
Yeah, that's
Wait, but are they a couple?
They're a couple.
Couple of what?
Just for convenience.
Wait.
For convenience.
So Maria, that is convenience. That is convenience. Maybe one person saw the representative and didn't want to be with them, but it's convenient for them to live together.
Do they have the benefits part of it too?
But if there's benefits, why they don't stay in the same room?
No, they have their own separate room. So she come to him or he go to her, and then go back to the lifestyle.
That's couple. That couple. That's not a couple. That's roommate with certain benefits. That's a roommate. That's not a couple. No, that's not. That's definitely not a couple. That's roommate status right there.
But they cook separate. They eat separate. They just pay bills together.
That's roommate. That's what separate that person from a roommate?
Exactly. Maybe they're not having sex.
Even if they're having sex, they could be roommates with benefits. Nah, that's you can exactly a couple of what? That's not a couple at all.
Oh, okay. They are married, but the husband cheated. No, but now she's not leaving the house. The husband cheated. She's not leaving the house, so he's not leaving the house. So
That's a mess.
that's a mess.
That's a couple of mess. That's a couple of mess. You are letting a household you. Listen,
Yeah,
somebody gotta go. We're not staying
I'm
together.
not leaving this house, so either you go or you.
No,
I'm not
somebody
leaving
gonna
it.
go, but
No.
we're not staying in the house
So,
together.
No,
We're not gonna stay in
They
the house.
decided not to leave, so she got her room, he got his room, and
And when she has her partner, she brings him in. When he has his partner, he bring. Wait, Maria, does it get that complicated? That's too much. Somebody gotta go. We're not leaving because it's like we did a live. Will you would you live under the same roof with your ex?
right.
It's too much. Say nope. We have. That's strange. Exactly, Walker family. That is super strange. But people live together for convenience. But that's not a couple. At that stage, Maria, they're not a couple.
That's not a couple.
That's ex for convenience or something. You gotta call it something else. You can't call it couple. All right, we're gonna start wrapping up, guys. So let's just recap everything and start wrapping up. This one, I enjoyed this live. Did you enjoy this live?
Yeah, this was fun.
This is fun, guys. You guys are hilarious. So we realized that these things are real life situations, right? You guys gave some amazing input. It's called freedom. Kevin, that's not called. You're still trapped, Kevin. That's not freedom. You live in the same house with your ex, sharing bills, cooking separate. That's not freedom. Freedom is when you move out and be able to do whatever you want. Cause you're still gonna be able to hit. You're gonna be hitting heads. Resurfaced. Kevin resurfaced. Bondage. That's exactly what it's called. You're not free. How are you gonna be free when you live in the same house with your ex? You're paying bills together. Yeah, you're cooking separate, but that is not even a big deal. If one person bringing in their partner, the other person's gonna see it. That's too close for comfort for me. It's permission. So you get permission to do. Listen, Kevin, emotions are still gonna be involved. I'm not going to live in this. If you just break up, that's one thing. But living long term under the same roof with your ex, I don't know about that. Exactly. That permission to up. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not under the same roof. All right, but let's start wrapping up, guys. So dating dating the representative and not the candidate is a very common situation. How do you get out of that? Some people say tell the person you're going to go to jail for 5 years. So hopefully they'll forget about you. But if they're crazy, they're going to come visit you in jail. And if you're not at that jail, they're going to try to find out what jail you are. Then you better have no social media because they're going to start tracking you. So it's going to get crazy there. We've seen that sometimes these things end more tragic. So you have to be very, very careful. And sometimes you think you know someone, but certain situation brings out other parts in people. Because it's like us. We think we know ourselves, but when certain situation comes around, that's when certain part of us comes out.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like you'll be like, oh, we could cohabitate as X. Not so much. Not so much. So traveling Shintoist is back. Euclid, exactly. That's what gates form, stalkers. You tell the person I'm gonna go to jail for 5 years, they're gonna find you because they want you.
Exactly.
So you have to be very cautious about that one.
I gotta leave the country. I'm going to.
You tell the person I'm leaving the country, they're gonna leave. They wanna leave with you. You can't get.
So listen, I'm getting deported. I gotta go.
They're like, I'll go to your country with you. Oh my goodness. It is crazy, but as we said, these are real life situations that affects people on a regular basis. But you know, the beautiful thing about this community is that we can share our thoughts, our experience, and somebody might be able to take something away from this. Because the thing is, you never know if you or a friend might find themselves in a situation similar to that. And the fact that they know that they're not alone and that they can get out, it's a beautiful thing. You know, like everyone shares their story. Euclid shared her story. I shared my story. Euclid. Euclid says, tell them you died last year. Write them a message. Tell them you died last year. But just to end with a joke, there was a guy, right, who owed child support. I don't know, guys, if you saw this one on YouTube. He owed child support. And the court brought him in. And they asked him, like, you are like a year or 2 years back in child support. And the news reporter was like, why? And he said, I died a year ago. He wasn't able to pay child support because he died a year ago. And she was like, what? And he was like, no comment, no comment. When he realized what he said, he was like, no comment.
I died a year ago. I couldn't pay child support.
Yeah, he said he couldn't pay child support. He died a year ago. But guys, this is an amazing community. It's a beautiful thing that, you know, we all can come together. People all across the world can come together on one platform, share their story. We build friendship, we build relationships here. Thank you so much, guys, for a beautiful chat. We would like to thank Kamisha, Euclid, the Traveling Shintoist, Kevin, Walker family, Maria, Norma, thank you. Wait, I have a question. Walker family, how are you? Wait, before we end this, how are you feeling, Walker family? We gotta make sure Walker family is feeling better. I'm not sure if the Walker family is still here, but I'm hoping you're feeling better today. Let's see who else we need to thank. Donovan, thank you so much. David, you are hilarious. Hilarious. Thank you so much, David. Ange, thank you so much. David, you made me laugh so much. You gotta come back on our live. Who else? So Donovan, thank you so much. You're always a big support. Kirkshawn, thank you so much for coming, for stopping by. Life of Keith, thank you. Mubatube, thank you so much. Guys, you guys could check out their YouTube channel also. Traveling Shintoist, he has a great channel, so you guys should check it out. He just released a new video. Who else? I don't want to miss anyone. Tara, thank you so much for stopping by. Purple Planner, thank you. You're amazing. You rock. I don't want to miss anyone. Tara. G Stars, thank you so much for stopping by. David, I can't say enough about you. You are so funny. Kevin, thank you. You're always a big support. Commission Norma, thank you. I'm hoping the C Circle, it's me. Thank you so much. This live would not be possible without you guys. You guys are instrumental and we truly appreciate you. Let's see. Did we get everyone? Did I miss anyone? Guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, before we end. Ian says, when you need to end.
They're ready, but they're ready kind of.
Wait, if the person crazy, they don't mind Ian. Ian says, tell them you're not a woman. You're not a woman. So Norma says, keep on keeping on, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. We will be live next Wednesday from 5 to 6:30 and next Thursday at the same time. We will send out a notification and much love from us to you. Bye, guys. Thank you.